Good morning, children. Welcome to Narayana Life Classes. Myself, Sanmesh, and today we are going to discuss Class 10th Physics CBSE assignment, which was provided to you on 29th of June. This assignment is based on the topic light, reflection, and refraction. Now, in this assignment, we are going to see some of the questions based on application of lenses. Let us start. So our first question of the assignment is, in projector, which lenses are used? Again, I repeat the question, in projector, which lenses are used? The answer is convex lenses. Now, why convex lenses? That will come to know about this particular property of convex lens. For example, if I keep my object between f1 and 2f1, between the focus and twice of its length, then the image form will be an enlarged image. The image form will be an enlarged image, and it will be an inverted image. So we get a magnified inverted image. So if I keep my object itself inverted like this, let us say my object is upside down like this. So and now I draw a ray diagram for its image. So let us draw a parallel light which is parallel to principal axis. After refraction, it will pass through the focus. Another ray of light which is passing through the optical center. It will pass somewhat like this, and the image will be formed at the point of intersection of these two rays. As we can see, we have received an image which is magnified or enlarged as compared to the size of an object. So if I keep a screen somewhere here, so the image of my object will be projected on the screen. A very magnified image will be projected on the screen. So what I will do is I'll keep my cinema screen or cinema lens or the picture lens at this particular point, or the picture slide as we call it. If I keep my picture slide at this particular point, and if I illuminate this picture slide with a sufficient amount of light, the image of this picture slide will be formed on my projector screen, and that image will be inverted. Okay, so that's why what we do is we keep the cinema slide itself inverted so that its upright image is formed on the screen. All this is done with the help of a convex lens. Okay, so in projector mainly we use convex lens for the projection of image. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to our next question. Question number 2. Due to which phenomena the stick immersed in water appears to be bent? Okay, so I have shown you a picture here. Here I am immersing my pencil into the water, and this immersed pencil appears to be bent from the surface of water. Now, why this happens is this is due to the phenomena of refraction. This is due to the phenomena of refraction. Now, let us try to understand how refraction creates a bent image of a pencil when it is immersed in the water. Let us take a container and it is filled with water till this level. Okay, now I immerse a pencil inside this container. So this is my pencil. Okay, now the rays coming from the tip of the pencil, it will incident on the water surface. After incident, obviously there is going to be an refraction because the ray is going from one medium to another medium. Let us draw a normal at this particular point. Now, since the ray of light is going from the denser medium to the rarer medium, the ray will bend away from the normal like this. Let us draw another ray coming from the same point so that we can trace the image. Again, this ray will also bend away from the normal, somewhat like this. So both the rays, they appear to be coming from a point like this, both these refracted ray, they appear to be coming from a point which is somewhat greater in height as compared to my pencil tip. So what I observe is the pencil is somewhat bent like this from the surface. So if my observer is somewhere around here, so what this observer will observe that both these refracted light rays are coming from this particular point. So instead of observing this pencil tip here, he will observe that this pencil tip is present somewhere here, and the entire pencil, it appears to be bent. Okay, and this happens to the entire body of the pencil, not only the tip, the entire this section. Okay, I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed to our next question. Question number 3. Due to which phenomena the rays emerging from a cinema machine spread wide on screen? Again, I repeat my question. Due to which phenomena the rays emerging from a cinema machine spread wide on screen? Now, this is due to the phenomena of light which is known as diffraction. Now, the diffraction topic is obviously not covered in this chapter, but still for your knowledge purpose, you try to keep this in mind that diffraction occurs when a light is passing through a thin or a narrow slit. Okay, so when a light is passing through a thin or a narrow slit, it spreads out and reaches the region of geometrical shadow. So it spreads out and reaches the region of geometrical shadow. So if we keep a screen somewhere here, like this, so the light which is coming out from the slit of the cinema machine will be spread wide on the screen. So this is due to the phenomena of diffraction. Okay. So let us proceed to our next question. Question number 4. What are the 4 uses of convex lens? Again, I repeat the question. What are the 4 uses of convex lens? Now, convex lenses are used in magnifying glasses, in our eyeglasses, cameras, as well as microscopes. Wherever we require a magnified image of an object, we use convex lenses. Even in telescopes, binoculars, there are many places where we make use of convex lenses. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed to our next question. Question number 5. Which lens is used in camera? Just now we have discussed in camera we use convex lens. We use convex lens. Now in modern day cameras, there is something called as meniscus lens. Now what is this meniscus lens is? It is the combination of convex and concave. Basically, one of the surface of this lens is convex like this, whereas the other surface is concave. So in many of the cameras, the meniscus lens is also used. But if you will notice, this meniscus lens is also thicker at the center as compared to the edges, just like our convex lens only. So our meniscus lens, it also performs, or it also works like a convex lens only. But sometimes in some cases, it gives us better result. Okay. So in modern day cameras, we use sometimes meniscus lens also. I hope the point is clear to all. Let us proceed to our last question of this assignment. Very easy question. Write the applications of concave lenses in our daily life. Okay. Now concave lenses are diverging lenses. So wherever we require divergence of light, there we use concave lenses. For example, in order to focus, concave lenses are placed in binoculars and telescopes, okay, before convex lenses. So as we have discussed, convex lenses are used in binoculars and telescope. But because of we need a proper focusing of light, we use convex lenses before concave lenses before convex lenses. Okay. So if we require a proper focusing, we use concave lenses placed before convex lens. Also, concave lenses are used in glasses to correct nearsightedness or myopia. Okay. In this case also, concave lenses are used. Also, they are used in lasers. Okay. Now, small lasers, they have like very thin beam of light. To make the cross section bit thicker, we use concave lenses again, because concave lens, it will somewhat diverge the laser beam. Now, concave lenses are also used in flashlights to magnify the light produced by the light source. So in flashlights also, concave lenses are used. I hope all the solutions are clear to you all. Thank you very much.